Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to dive into a challenge that pretty much every business faces. How in the world do you plan for the future when your demand is clearly on the move, either up or down? We're going to look at a forecasting tool that's deceptively simple, but honestly incredibly powerful for this exact problem. It's called linear trend projection. So let's jump right in.
So, here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with the big picture planning problem, then introduce linear trend as our solution. After that, we get practical. We'll see how it actually works, check out some real-world examples, and, this is super important, we'll talk about its limits. Then we'll wrap it all up with the key things you need to remember.
All right, first things first, let's really frame the challenge here. Every single business needs a plan, right? But how do you build a solid one when the goalposts are always moving?
This is the million-dollar question, isn't it? It doesn't matter if you're expanding a factory or just trying to order the right amount of supplies. You are making a bet on what the future is going to look like. And if you get it wrong, well, you either end up wasting a ton of money or, maybe worse, you lose customers because you just can't keep up.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. A trend that seems pretty small and manageable can quickly turn into a massive headache. Just imagine your demand is growing by, say, 10% a year. Sounds pretty good, right?
Well, if you start out selling 10,000 units, that modest 10% growth means you'll need to produce nearly 16,000 units in just 5 years. All of a sudden, you've got a serious capacity problem on your hands. This is exactly the kind of thing that keeps supply chain managers staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. Okay, so how do we actually get ahead of this kind of steady growth? Well, this brings us right to our tool for the day, linear trend projection. It's a method that was basically built for these situations, where your demand is anything but flat. The entire idea here hangs on one really simple but really powerful assumption. It assumes that your demand changes by a steady, constant amount period after period. We're not trying to predict wild, chaotic swings. Nope. We're just trying to capture a clear, underlying direction, whether that's up or down. And this little table makes the key difference crystal clear. A method like moving average works great if you assume demand is basically stable. But linear trend, it does the complete opposite. It's built on the assumption that demand is fundamentally changing. And that's exactly why it's the go-to tool for that medium-term planning horizon. Looking out about 1 to 3 years. All right, time to pop the hood and see how this thing actually works. And I promise, the mechanics are way more straightforward than you might think. We're really just finding the formula for a straight line and then extending it into the future.
The whole model boils down to this one simple formula. And hey, don't worry, we're not going to do a bunch of heavy math here. It's the logic that counts. All we need is a starting point, a rate of change, and time. That's literally it.
So let's break this down. A is just your baseline. It's where you started from. T is simply the time period you're forecasting for. But the real star of the show here is B. This number tells you how fast your demand is changing. For any manager who's about to make a big investment decision, B is the number that really, truly matters. Okay, that's enough theory. Let's see how this actually plays out in a few different industries, because this is where it all starts to click. Check out this auto parts manufacturer. Just look at those demand numbers. It's a textbook example of a linear trend. Every single year, demand goes up by a remarkably consistent 4,000 units. You could practically draw that line with a ruler.
Or how about this one from retail? A premium dairy brand is watching its sales grow by a steady 15 crore rupees year after year. This isn't just random luck. It's a clear, predictable trend that lets them plan everything from how much cold storage they need to their marketing budget for next year.
And one more, from the energy sector. This solar power company has been adding 150 megawatts of capacity every year, just like clockwork. This kind of steady, predictable growth is exactly what linear trend is designed to spot and project. So here's the real punchline from all these examples. For all three of these very different companies, these simple forecasts are what drive massive, high-stakes decisions. We're talking about building new factories, signing multi-year contracts with suppliers, and even planning out national infrastructure. The tool itself is simple, but its impact? Absolutely huge. Okay, now we've reached what might just be the most important part of this whole explainer. Every tool has its limits, and knowing what they are is the real key to using it wisely.
No way. Of course not. A straight line is powerful, for sure, but the real world isn't always so neat and tidy. The biggest forecasting mistakes happen when people try to force a linear trend onto a situation where it just doesn't belong.
This slide is absolutely critical. Think of a straight line as having blind spots. It can't see strong seasonality, like the huge sales spike every holiday season. It can't predict sudden shocks like a global pandemic. And it has no way of knowing when growth will naturally slow down because a market is saturated or when a new government rule is about to change everything. If any of these things are in play, a simple linear trend will lead you right off a cliff.
All right, we've covered a ton of ground. So let's boil it all down to the essential points, the stuff you really need to take away from this.
So let's recap. At its heart, linear trend is all about capturing the direction of change. This makes it pretty much perfect for that medium-term planning window. Its biggest strength is its simplicity. It's easy to use, and just as important, it's easy to explain to other people. But it is not a magic black box. You only unlock its real power when you combine the numbers with your own business judgment. And above all else, always ask yourself, does that core assumption of steady, constant change still make sense for my business?
And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. Just look around, at your industry, at your company, maybe even in your own career. What's the one clear, steady trend that's been quietly building over time? Because if you can spot it, you've got a powerful tool to help you get ready for whatever's coming next. Thanks so much for joining.